Welcome back. It is now time to go through the Indies, and we'll start with the results from Chikara's last weekend doubleheader. Starting off in Eastern Pennsylvania with Behind the Eight Ball, Jagged and Shane Matthews defeated Hallowicked and Frightmare, Shark Girl defeated Nevea, Helios defeated Escorpion Egyptio, Player Dos Stigma, Tim Donston, Brody Lee defeated Player Uno, Vin Gerard, Hydra, and Buck Hawk, Gran Akuma defeated Shadow Phoenix, Icarus and Chuck Taylor defeated Fire Ant and Soldier Ant. Equinox successfully defended the Young Lions Cup, beating Colin Delaney. And Ophidian and Amasis successfully defended the Campeonatos de Parejas, beating Mike Quackenbush and Jigsaw 2 falls to 1 to stay the champs. The next day, the Bibliografon in Philadelphia. Here are the results. Claudio Castagnoli defeated Shadow Phoenix. Cheech Hernandez and Casey Cloudy Day won a 4-team elimination match, beating the Super Smash Brothers, Stigma, and Colin Delaney, and 2.0. Ultra Matches Black defeated Creator Wrestler, Hallowicked, Delirious, and Frightmare defeated Brody Lee, Eddie Kingston, and Grizzly Redwood. Shark Girl lost to Sarah Del Rey. Equinox, Lindsay Dorado, and Helios defeated Ophidian, Amasis, and Scorpion Egyptio. Vin Gerard defeated Glacier. And in an 8-man tag team main event, Icarus, Chuck Taylor, Gran Akuma, and Buck Hawk defeated Mike Quackenbush, Jigsaw, and The Colony. Now to the shows of this weekend and beyond. Starting with tonight, AAW Berwyn, Illinois, 7:30 p.m. is the bell time. The main event, Jay Bradley makes his first defense of the AAW heavyweight title against Colt Cabana. Tyler Black will face Eric Cannon, Shane Hollister against Johnny Gorgiano, and in a tag team grudge match, the House of Truth, Josh Raymond and Christian Abel will face Silas Young and Dan Lawrence. Now, tomorrow, May the 2nd, FIP Unfinished Business 2009, Crystal River, Florida, headlined by Tyler Black defending the FIP heavyweight title against Davey Richards. Also, Eric Stevens and Roderick Strong defend the FIP tag team titles against the British Alliance of Chris Gray and Tommy Taylor. Addicted to Love, Rhett Titus makes his first defense of the Florida Heritage title as he puts it on the line against Chris Jones. The Dark City Fight Club face Too Fast, Too Furious, and Joey Ryan against Jigsaw. Now, unfortunately, IWA Mid-South had to cancel their show tonight due to a situation with Ian Ryan and his diabetes. However, their show tomorrow night in Joliet, Illinois will go on with a bell time of 8 p.m. The main event, Dingo puts up the IWA Mid-South heavyweight title against Sweet and Sour Larry Sweeney. A 4-way strong style dance. We'll see Eddie Kingston, B-Boy, Drake Younger, and Sami Callihan. Egotistico Fantastico will face Ricochet. If Ego loses, then Ricochet gets his spot in the TPI, but if Ricochet loses, he is banned from being a participant in the tournament for 3 years. Ryan Phoenix faces Juice Robinson. The winner gets a spot in the 2009 TPI, and Jason Hayes faces Mike Seidel. Now also tomorrow, Berwyn, Illinois. It is the big return, and I do mean big return, of Shimmer women's athletes. Listen to the card that they're going to have. It's 4 DVD tapings over the next 2 days. Mischief puts up the Shimmer title against Serena Deeb. The tag titles are on the line. 2 out of 3 falls. Ashley Lane and Nevaeh put the gold on the line against Rain and Jetta. Amazing Kong will face Mercedes Martinez. Sarah Del Rey will face Madison Eagles. And so many more matches. Of course, those results will be next week. Now, to CZW, they have a show coming up on the 9th called Blood Pressure Rising. Drake Younger is going to put up the CZW heavyweight title against any defending champion of any other promotion. The best around, TJ Cannon and Bruce Maxwell put up the tag team titles against the Hate Club of Nick Gage and Nate Hatred. Sami Callihan will face the returning Trent Acid to CZW, and Ruckus will face Sabian. The winner will go to Best of the Best 9. Jersey All Pro has 2 shows coming up on May the 9th. The first one is an afternoon show for the women's division, headlined by Sarah Del Rey facing Awesome Kong, plus many more. Then that night, big main event, and I do mean big. Jay Lethal puts up the Jersey All-Pro Heavyweight title against Azrael, Homicide, and Teddy Hart. The Hillbilly Wrecking Crew of Trevor Murdoch and Brody Lee will face the heavy hitters of Monster Mac and Havoc. Dan Moff will face the Necro Butcher. Incoherence will face the Osirian Portal, and many more. 2 weeks from tonight is IWC Super Indy 8, May 15th, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania. May 16th in White Oak, Pennsylvania. Your opening round matches for day 1. Joey Ryan against Jason Gorey, Michael Facade against Elijah Burke, Too Cold Scorpio against Davey Richards, and Justin Idol against Paul London. Non-tournament matches include Super Hentai, Cole Cabana, and John McChesney fighting for the number 2, 3, and 4 seeds in the tournament. Necro Butcher facing Jimmy DeMarco, no disqualification. Delirious against Sammy Callahan. And in 6-man tag action, Mickey and Marshall Gambino teaming up with Eric Ecstasy to face Irish Airborne Jake and Dave Christ and Shane Taylor. Day 2, Ricky Reyes puts up the WWC Junior Heavyweight title. 2 first-round matches have been announced for the PWG DDT4 tournament on May the 22nd in Rosetta, California. Los Luchas, Phoenix Star and Zokre will face Kenny Omega and Chuck Taylor, and the Dynasty, Joey Ryan and Scott Lost will face Brian Danielson and Paul London. Next week, the other first-round matches will be announced, featuring Roderick Strong and Chris Hero, Brandon and Dustin Cutler, Matt and Nick Jackson, and Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. Chikara back to action on Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd, Anniversario Yin in Easton, Pennsylvania. A big-time 8-man tag match. The Super Smash Brothers, Player Uno and Dos, and the Colony, Fire and Soldier Ant, will face the Osirian Portal, Amasis and Ophidian, and Los Ice Creams of El Hijo de Ice Cream and Ice Cream Jr. Creator Wrestler will face Eddie Kingston, and Hydra will face Grizzly Redwood. May the 24th, Anniversario Yang in Philadelphia with a big-time main event. Double mask versus double hair match. The Colony, Fire, and Soldier Ant will face Fist of Icarus and Chuck Taylor. Glacier and D'Lo Brown will face Vin Gerard and Colin Delaney, and Eric Cannon will face Ophidian. And finally, mark the date down, June the 5th and 6th, the 2009 Ted Petty Invitational. 16 names have been announced so far. B-Boy, Colt Cabana, the Necro Butcher, Chris Hero, Eddie Kingston, the Human Tornado, Kenny Omega, Shima Zion, Egotistico Fantastico, Spider Nate Webb, Ruckus, Roderick Strong, Sean Spears, Michael Elgin, Shane Hollister, and Jason Hades. That is a look at the indies of this week, Japan, and the NWA rankings and the DVD of the week next.